Howdy y'all, welcome to another episode of Country Fixin'. Today we fixing to change the oil in my 2011 Dodge Ram Laramie Longhorn 4-wheel drive with a 5.7 liter engine. None of that matters other than 5.7 liter engine. It takes 7 quarts of oil to fill it, including the filter. So that's what we're going to do today. To me, I just got Pennzoil high mileage, and I always put some Lucas heavy duty oil stabilizer in it. My truck's got over 160,000 miles, so I like to put the high mileage oil in it and the oil stabilizer. So the first thing you do, you're gonna want to make sure the vehicle is turned off. It's in the off. Hope y'all see that, in the off. And you're going to reach under here. You're going to pull this hood latch. Once you pull the hood latch, you ain't got to be in the vehicle no more. That's all you got to do. Make sure the vehicle's off. Pull the hood latch. And you're going to pop your hood. Like so. And then the next step be coming right up after this. Got to get the stuff ready, and I'll be climbing up under it, pulling the oil plug, letting the oil drain out, then I'll pull the oil filter, let the oil drain off the oil filter and out of the oil filter. Then we'll be putting the oil plug back in, oil filter back on. Make sure you put some oil around the seal of the oil filter, and then we'll be putting oil back in the top. But I'll show y'all step by step in just a minute. Things you're gonna need. You're gonna need ratchet and a 1/2 inch socket, or you can get a wrench, 1/2 inch, either way. I like using what Dodge made, Mopar. Got the oil pan to drain the oil in. I already told you about the Lucas and the high mileage. And I got 10W30 because it's a little thicker. It don't call for that, but it's a little thicker. And it's gonna be summertime, so it's gonna get real hot anyway, so it keeps it from getting thin as easy. Okay, y'all, we up under the truck here, and I'm gonna show y'all where the oil drain plug is located. Don't get it confused with transmission. There's a drain plug on this transmission, but don't get it confused. You gonna come up under, you got that's the passenger side wheel. You're gonna come over, and right there, that's the oil drain plug. Transmission's right there. That's the transmission pan. Don't mess with that for changing oil. You need this. You're gonna need to take a 1/2 inch wrench or socket, and you're gonna break this loose. Once you break it loose, you ain't gotta, and you can do it with your hands, you ain't gotta have this no more. Slide it out of the way. And for not making too big of a mess purposes, I'm gonna hold the pan right here. Mine's still a little warm because I went down the road earlier, but keep your fingers close on it. Don't let it just fly out, because if you let it fly out, there's a chance in oil getting everywhere you don't want it to be, on the floor, concrete, wherever you don't want it to be. And look at that black gold. The wind's blowing pretty good here, so gotta be careful not to let it take it from me. That's how you take the oil plug loose. Alright, once you get all the oil drained out, most of it's drained out, it's just a little stream, which ain't much left in there. And then put your oil plug back in. Get it going in by hand. Don't ever start it off with a tool, because you can cross thread it. Then I'm going to wipe it off before I put my tools on it, because I don't want to get oil all over what I ain't got to. Ah, shoot. tighten it up. I think it said like 20 foot-pounds of torque. I ain't got a torque wrench, so I tighten it with this and tighten it to feel. And that's putting the oil plug back in. Howdy y'all. This is going to be the oil filter portion. You want to have your pan ready under here. And once you break it loose, the oil filter, then get the pan over here. It's probably, you're going to try to make it all go in the pan as good as you can, but some of it's going to drip out. But yeah, look up in here. This is your oil filter right here. It's make sure it's clean and dry and everything, so that whenever you start to take it off, it's easier to take off. And mine's, there we go. There we go. Got that loose. And I'll hold the pan up here, because it's probably going to go everywhere. We're going to try not for it not to, though. We're going to try for it not to go everywhere. It's warm. And very, 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 very slick. I'm going to get both hands on it once it comes loose. Oh, it's slippery. I can't grab it. Oh, almost dropped it. And that's the oil filter. It may drip a little, but yeah. Alright, next we put another one on. Just give me a minute to clean up though. Alright y'all, got your oil filter and it's nice and clean on top. You want to take some of this old oil and put on the seal right here around it to lubricate it. My daddy taught me to do that way back in the day, and every time I do it, the oil filter does not leak. But if you don't lubricate this seal, every time I've ever not lubricated it on accident, it starts leaking, and then you got to take it off and redo. So that we don't have to do this twice, we rub oil all on it right there, just like so. And then you can slide your pan out of the way, because there's nothing really dripping anymore. And you reach up in here and you put your new one on. Sometimes it's a butt to get started. Okay, first you want to take your dipstick out and clean it off. There shouldn't be any oil on it. You drained it all off. Next, you want to reach up in here. You're going to take your oil cap off. Tells you what you need on it, but I went a little above that. I went 10W30 because I like thicker oil. Set this somewhere clean, don't get dirt all over the bottom. And I ain't got a funnel because I always got bottles. This is my homemade funnel. Put it there. Take your cap off of your, mine takes 7 quarts, so I got a gallon jug that has a little over 5 quarts in it. I got the quart of Lucas oil stabilizer and this. I'm going to use this as a funnel after this though, because it's got a bigger base. So take that off, and I'm trying not to make a mess, so that's how you do it. And you let it run down in there. Some people can poke, you can poke a hole in the bottom of it, up here where my pinky's at. Poke a hole up here and it goes out without all that sloshing. Or you can just squeeze and it all comes out. Let it drain for a second. Then we're going to turn that into a funnel. So y'all also get to learn how to make 2 funnels. You got your water bottle funnel, and you're going to have your oil bottle funnel. And now for the new funnel. Bam! It's gone. That there done drip a little bit. Right there. That way you got a bigger opening hole for it. And since I'm putting the Lucas in there, I know I put the single quart first, then I'll put the Lucas in. If I can get it off with my oily hand. Bam! It's gone. This here takes a little bit because it's like thick like syrup. Yeah, that's that good stuff. But bam! And it drains. Now that's gonna take a minute. So you can just set it there, make sure it don't fall. Yep, let that do its thing. And then you're ready. Alright, now it's for the big jug. Same stuff, 10W30 high mileage. Added protection for added or older vehicles, 75,000 miles and more. And I got over 160. So yeah, we need this fixed. And if you pour it like this, it's gonna slosh. If you pour it in like that. Pour it in like this, it don't slosh. My daddy taught me that a long time ago. Like a long time ago. If I can get it in. Still made a mess. How about that? But it ain't sloshy. Yeah. And you ain't got to put it all in. Put like all of it but a quart in. Because you don't want to overfill it. And we're going to check it. Yep. We got about a quart in, or a quart not in. So now we're going to start checking it. Now, you're going to check it since we ain't got but a quart left. You'll stick it up in the dipstick hole there. And it don't take no time for it to get on there. It's just like sticking it down in, sticking a popsicle down in there. And see, it says we're about a quart from being full right there. So we're going to go ahead and wipe this back off with our handy dandy oil wiping rag that's clean. Set this to the side. Put the rest of the oil in. Now there's air in the jug. I ain't gotta worry about it sloshing. Then we're gonna hold that there a second. Make sure it's all out good. Don't want to waste none. Make sure you clean your oil plug off in case it's got any sand or dirt or anything on it, or just old oil or anything. You don't want to start putting dirt in your engine. It's going to cause issues later on or right then. So yep, got all the oil in, putting the cap back on. Then we're going to clean off everywhere. You can take and get your engine cleaner, spray stuff and spray up under here. Clean off all where you may have dribbled a little oil at. And then that's 7 quarts we put in it, so I'm pretty sure it's going to be close to perfect. Almost perfect. And we hadn't ran it a little bit or none for it to fill the filter up, so it will be perfect by then. And thank y'all for tuning in to Country Fixing. That's how you change the oil in a 2011 Dodge Ram with a 5.7 liter Hemi in it. Thank y'all. Y'all have a great day.